I televidente nós stay back ao mainta maneira nós bisabo nós temos para de VIP for the Silicon Valley via de Corsau passou durante de fim de semana tras de lomba tem tremendo kick-off com um lugar de Brain Core Labs tem futebol pero tem kick-off também de Brain Core Labs aqui na Corsau ando tem quadro de esse nós somos muito contentes com nós por receber back se que nós tem Natasha Chatelain nós tem Giselle Merlin só nós tem two VIPs directly from San Francisco. Nós temos grande prazer para nós receber a maneira de Founder Space. Mas também não papi over the Founder Space por hora. Nós temos a maneira seca nós temos Mr. Steve Hoffman. Good morning and welcome to Curaçao.
Good morning.
E também nós temos outra pessoa de Founder Space também, que Naomi Kokubo.
Bom dia.
Right? Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Feliz mainta. Good morning to you and welcome. Let me start off in Papimento real quick with the two ladies and then we're going to get right to you two.
Thank you.
Okay. Natasha, you tem que... Costa começar aqui.
Sí, cosa começar por fim.
E com abay.
Campeão mes. E kick-off tava hit e energia que tá tem que bem casa não será bari não saca nossa for, para tu que era até largo, então era tava day one. Então a energia, que o entusiasmo de startups nang e de Steve com Naomi também, que tava gewoon completo mental dump bisa riba e startups nang kutawa ta maneira não queria nem vai casa. Nós estava suposto que acaba 3 horas, pero si kumi temi 6 mas sabe so nandi we have you here for not that long so let's keep on going. Que men no, estava ta hobby great. Sí.
Giselle, abota como experiencia enter e assunto aqui tour e fruto nandi bosso labor por fim e costa começar a arrancar sali.
Mi digo bisa ku e anoche di kick-off Davata anoche hobby great. Una sponsors nang, una startups nang, una founder space. Una mas invitado na nós a ser conhecido eigenlijk over die Kiko e Costa en será de verdade. Então me tenho doen shout out hopi grande mes na nos minister de economia com a show up
cool.
Actually
hey girl hey you did good girl
by WhatsApp
wow
sim echt me man echt big shout out para nos minister de economia meneer Steven Martina who ora la topa nos na connecting the dots e dico nos I'm there I will be there ela laga saco in ieder geval en op tape demo night pero si ik tape kick off night anto doen nos doen pointers kost dan kijk tingu papi over die en het wat asina involved ku ekosiki anto ela hanya asina great. Mira, jammer que me not in beelden die anoche ainda, pero que esta bisa que esta estima e initiativa que nós toma aqui na nang, and the cost que nós mister. We need the fifth pillar, the technology, and that's what we're trying to. In ieder geval, kumisa laga hena na Corsau saku. Think about it because we really need to go there.
No, fantastic. No, hope you will meet us soon. Contento também ele tem tu cos by bom. Let me go over to our VIP guest. Let me start with Mr. Hoffman and I can imagine if people know what Founder Space is all about, I think you guys would have left there at 12 midnight because what you guys do at Founder Space is something amazing for the startups. So tell our viewers a little bit of what you guys are about and how you help our technology with the startups, our IT startups.
So what we do is we work with startups and really help them understand their business, their business model, and how they can grow their companies. So they're starting very small, but we are looking for companies that can potentially become as big as Google or Facebook or Twitter, even though they're very small today. And we see this happening all over the world. So there's startups in small countries like Israel, has many startups. It's a tiny country that grow huge and very, very quickly. And we are looking for the same thing here in Curaçao with these young, very ambitious, energetic startup founders.
Now, how did you come up with the idea to be that connecting piece these startups, even though they started very small, in the rest of the world? Because I saw somewhere that you guys are like, if you're a startup, you guys are like number one to be connected to get your stuff moving. How did you guys come up with this idea?
So we came up with the idea for doing an incubator, an accelerator, over 5 years ago. And Naomi and I had both started our own venture-backed startups in Silicon Valley. So we've been entrepreneurs. We've been through it all.
So
we know how hard it is. We know the struggle. We know everything you have to do. And we've done it 3 times with 3 different companies. So after we did that, we were helping out our friends, just our friends in Silicon Valley, helping them raise money, grow their businesses, make all the right connections. And then it just kept growing. And it kept growing, and we started to do stuff all over the world.
Okay, cool. Now, Naomi, let me turn to you. I know, you, like Ms. Safa mentioned, you did this like for different companies, and you guys travel all over the world. And glad that you guys are here in Curacao to help us out. Our 2 fantastic ladies here with this this endeavor of the first ever of its kind here in Curacao, Brain Coral Labs. What is something in your experience, in your vast experience over the last 5 years, that you see that they have everything in place to get things going as a startup, but they're missing like this one or what are 2 things that they really need to sort of get the ball rolling for them?
That's an interesting question because each company has something different that's missing. It's not like there's only one thing. One team may not have a right kind of team.
Okay.
That is a problem.
Interesting.
Another team may have issues with not sorting out their business model properly.
Okay.
Right? Or they don't really understand their customer well. It really depends on the startup. That's what's missing.
Okay.
It's different.
Wow. Now, how would someone get in contact with you guys through their connections? How does it work? How does Founder Space work? So, okay, I'm super smart and I'm in the everything tech, and I want to be next Google, let's say. How do I go about that, getting in contact with you guys? How does Founder Space work for a startup?
I can answer that.
Yeah.
Go, Steve.
So it's very easy. It's
Yeah.
just founderspace.com.
Yeah.
Literally, the web is the best way. So we get like for each of our batches in Silicon Valley, a batch is a group of startups.
Okay.
We accept 20 at a time.
Okay.
So for like our last batch of 20, we had 1,000 applications. But we go through every single one.
Really? Oh,
and
wow.
and sort out the ones that are the best fits and bring those into Founderspace.
Okay. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Televidente, non sto conversando com a persona di Founder Space que forma parte di la nos bisa bootcamp aqui di ripe e mundo di tecnologia aqui no Curacao, di Founders Space diretamente foi Silicon Valley. Maneira boa atende, se você Google nang bota mira ku nanta number 1 na mundo se bota startup, maneira se va bisa ko, mas fácil mesmo. Founderspace.com. Bom tempo assim, mas nada ko inscrevi, anto nampo yudabo. Si mira, el logo sa kite logo di Founder Space, anto mi kesa e website mesti babo riba enter e paso ng steps ng kubating kuhasi, pero nanta number 1 na mundo kuta ayuda IT startups nang ding e mundo di teknolohiya, anto nanta aki na Curacao. Now, your impression of the kickoff of Brain Coral Lab?
It's been incredible. And I just want to add one thing. If they're in Curacao, they should go through Brain Coral Labs. Because their chance of working with us is much higher.
Yes.
If they apply directly to our site, it's very small. But,
So now is the time because you're here.
no, but if they go through our partners
Yes.
here, because we have a special relationship,
Yes.
that is the much better way to do it.
Okay.
And we also trust our partner to be able to
Yes.
pick the ones that
Yeah.
they can recommend. So it's a filtering system gets much easier for us.
Yes. And it's win-win.
Yes.
Yes.
They weed out everything and just hand
Yes.
you
Yeah.
the best of the best, the ones that have the most potential.
And
Yes.
that's what we have found. So we've been here, we've been working with great startups. It's absolutely amazing. They have so much energy. They're very well informed.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they really have potential. So we see, they're just on the cusp of getting, they're working
Yeah.
really hard and getting their business going so that it goes up.
Cool. And Natasha was saying that you guys went like overtime. What are some of the questions and how was the interaction? I'm very curious to find out what you guys were talking about yesterday. So what was some of the conversations like?
So the conversations are, they have lots of questions. And this is what I love. So we have lectures that we give about, how Silicon Valley works, how you get funded, everything you need to do to be like the next Twitter and take off. But the really great part is when we have our dialogues. So we sit as a group, and it's a small group, and every startup founder explains that the problems they're having. Like, I've got my product out there, and now and I've got our first customers, but what do I do next? How do I market? How do I take this to market? And then we'll go in depth on different marketing strategies, the different channels they use, everything that they have to think about to get customers outside of this region. Because all the startups in our group now, they're really getting their customers easily in this region. But when they go outside the Caribbean, they want to know, how do they do it? How can they grow a global business, not just a local business?
I can imagine you guys must have so much fun on a daily basis, Naomi, with this stuff, helping in this process to give someone that information so that they can become successful in this world.
Yes, very exciting.
Wow.
And lots of energy. I like that.
Cool, cool. And your impressions of Curacao?
Oh.
It exceeded my expectations.
Cool.
Really, it's so charming. Like, it's so beautiful. I was telling Naomi, this is our first time to the Caribbean, but this is probably as good as it gets. Like, this is amazing.
Yes.
This is like the gem, and people don't know about it. I mean, it's like under
the radar.
Right, under the radar. We all hear about the Bahamas or places like that, but this is like amazing. And it's part of the kingdom of the Netherlands, which makes it so accessible. Like, the streets are like really nice, and the water, we can drink the water. Like,
It's right out of the tap.
like, we go to Mexico all the time, and Central America and places like that, and like, this is so much more advanced. And then the people here are great. The culture is great. The music, the food. Like,
So he's coming
Good job.
back.
I was just going to say, come
What more
back.
do
You
we
can
want?
stay. You can stay.
we don't want to leave now.
You can stay. Now, before
doesn't feel like work.
fantastic. No, that's good. Then it's working out fantastically for you. Now, before I go back to the ladies, which part of the world would you say is giving the most startup? Because you guys mentioned Israel, you mentioned different parts of the world that you guys have been to. Which part of the world would you say that is the next country to look out for besides Curacao?
Definitely Curacao. But China. So we spend a lot of time in China. I mean, China's a huge, right? It's one of the biggest economies in the world. The government is now pouring enormous amounts of money into fostering their startup ecosystem, and we have set up offices there. So we actually bring startups from all over the world, not just in the Silicon Valley anymore, but also into China, because it's such a huge market, 1.3 billion people. And the startups there, they're worth billions. Like, when you take off in China,
you're gone. Yes.
It's a parallel universe. Like, there's Silicon Valley and there's China, and they're kind of separate. And so that's great. But there are a lot of smaller countries around the world that are really doing amazing things in startups, and they'll, you wouldn't even expect them. Like, do you know Estonia? Like, a tiny country, tiny. Most people have never been there. I've never been there. But a product we all use is from Estonia.
Oh, wow.
You know Skype?
Yes.
Skype, they're Estonian.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
okay.
so nobody knows that, but it's like
No.
a tiny country that can happen here too.
Wow. Oh, cool. No, very, very interesting. And I must say, it was so nice to have met you, and glad that you're experiencing Curacao. And I learned a new word, part of the startup ecosystem. And also, I mean, hey, we learn new stuff every day. There you go. That's right. There you go. So that Curacao is also, on the map to be a part of this ecosystem, startup ecosystem, and so glad that you guys accepted the invitation of these two fantastic people for the Brain Coral Labs, as I mentioned, first of its kind here in Curacao, because it's sort of like a boot camp. You get a bit of everything here, and so glad that you're having a wonderful experience with us here.
Thank you.
Good job. You guys can stay.
Yeah, thank you.
We go very quickly back to Papiamento now. So what's next for Brain Coral Lab?
Well, the big next thing, wala não, nós vai Papiamento back.
See, is it?
Switch. No, pero já a songa was it nos cos grande geração a outra, qual a câmera me dá?
Sim, ateliê.
Isso aqui. Geração a outra nos demo night, também na no startup na talagas mira, Kiko nanta bezig com não somente esse man aqui de bootcamp, pero what they're about. Então nanta para pitch lá tem panel de 5 jueces, 5 judges, público também por bini anto judge na. E evento toma lugar de 6 horas para metade 10 na Maritime Museum. Bom, então nós invitamos para bini anto intercambiar com startups na plus com Steve e Naomi e também o qual te passei a noite qual te mais great mas onde nós mes e o corso na Silicon Valley Sival nós Skype e meeting com Bell Sival Sival
você
vai
Skype Skype também foi de Estônia
toch awan sa pero onde nós mes e o corso na Silicon Valley com bezig com hardware startup qual ta wireless earbuds ito vai mostrar nós com ito trabalho ng su kantor, su factory, você papidig sua experiência, mas ito bisa sempre você me tava na corção, me tava por base me coisa, me tava driving tiki rond, até hora que me ayega inang, ku kos akawon explode basically. Então esse nós está fazendo agora aqui, trazendo para que não pa não para dona stars não permite para nada, pero para mostrar que eita okay, vou pensar vou ter vir do next Google, go for it. Você sabe, se você chega metade sei tá no heel end. Que menjara song turene bini tickets está available na Mansings Caminada e Comida. Off online.
Focus.
Sorry, focus. Off online na braincoralabs.com. Dus Unitur está welcome para mim.
Okay, fantastic, Giselle.
No, Natasha cabe bisa. Ik action at available na Mansings and online na Brain Coral Labs. Bini uno bini tour, sombra e cosa que deve virar hopi campeão.
Hopi bom. Então, after hearing what Steve and Naomi had to say about the startup ecosystem, I love that word. That's my new word for this week. I think, it's something very important because, as you mentioned, manera elabisa, Steve, kung bisa nanta akinang. There's the letterlijk Silicon Valley abini Corsao, anto itong oportunidad mas grande mes si bota ding mundo aqui de tecnologia com startups nang. Anto manera na siya bisa si yega na quart mês de Google of qualquer onde costa ita hopi leu ba yega. Posso começar ching. Dus anto algo mais interessante mesmo, então botar a oportunidade de pitch boa ideia também já na Maritime Museum.
Marisa, me diga last coisa para mim que nós vai.
Nós temos 40 segundos.
40 segundos, ok. Hopefully, eu vou papel hora aqui. Porque é uma coisa é possível para nós sentar aqui na, então para Steve com Naomi, pode sentar aqui na NI Bank, Vida Nova Bank, HBN Law, Ernst Young, Corpo Deco, Correnda, and com Bearing Point. CNEX, not to forget.
Sim.
Sim, nante suna ko 8 horas ko sa banadar nang nandi ko nos this is a great thing to have on Curaçao. Ato nang te suna ko echt make it possible. Nanta kinana.
Thank you,
super bom.
sponsors.
Thank you. Sim, sponsors nang sumamente importante. Então, se tá para minha última pergunta, vou ter tempo. Me saco bo gusta para pedir bos sponsors because you love the sponsors. Need them. No, hope bom. Pues televidente, já boso atende e detalhes nang di Brain Coral Lab, first of its kind here on Curaçao, Silicon Valley de verdad. Abini aqui na Corsao, dus abini bini tour jarasong. Ya bota mira ta aqui conosco na nanta basic. So tem minha bossa assim, mas já gosta de tanker com sucos na coisa eletrônica, pero ya bota a oportunidade para mira com de verdad. Nós temos na aqui na Corsao com terriba e mundo, então nanta me que forma parte de startup ecosystem. Until tomorrow, I'm just gonna throw that in another sentence on live TV, whether it works or not. So, startup ecosystem. Thank you so much for being here. Hang around with us because we're gonna close off the show in a few. Televidente, um baoso comercial, nós vai wrap up so awe Carlos abisa ko e costa simple. Não foi hora e costa kita etino focus de Natasha, bosa ko enta simple. Vai bobin pa bomira e simple dish de Carlos de Armenda. Vai bobin.